Hey everybody, this is Gabby Edgecombe, and this is my Journal 9 on postmodernism. My first page here, besides our cover, is all about Wolfgang Weingart. I originally had begun the timeline, and I hadn't included it in here because I just didn't feel like it was fitting right. And instead, I put this quote because I felt like it really defined him. It kind of made me laugh, and I can really relate to this as an artist or designer. It says, Berthold is still a good typeface, but even Berthold has some less than attractive features. And then I just cut them off because I didn't like them. And it just makes me laugh because I feel the same way as a designer. When I'm working, if I don't like something, like, instead of just forcing it to work, just cut it off. I think that was kind of an unheard of method in this, before Weingart and all of his, quote unquote followers and designers that came from his teachings. We kind of followed the classic methods of you do it this way and you work with what you got and you do X, Y, Z to get ABC or something. So I think that his throwing the rule book out the window was kind of great. And if you don't like something, just cut it out. And so ironically, that's kind of what was happening with my timeline. I'm going to try to include the timeline in maybe a separate slide for the final. But for this one, it didn't fit. And so I just cut it out. And I kind of plan on pursuing that in the future too, and just following that rule of going with what I like and what I feel. And that kind of leads me into my third slide here on David Carson. I personally really don't care for the postmodernism look and style of design. I do like all of the crazy typography, like the dares and risks they took with typography. But personally, it wasn't like the most visually inspiring thing for me. I think I look for a lot of meaning in things, and until I started creating it myself, I really didn't see a lot of that meaning. Even in, Weingart's stuff or in David Carson's, but David Carson's lecture that we listened to in class really inspired me, and I really felt like I could connect with that. And that was kind of like a light bulb moment for me too, because he was just kind of carefree about things, and he said that he just kind of feels things and he just goes with what he feels is right. And I have felt for a really long time that is exactly how I work. And sometimes I feel like I might have sacrificed somebody else liking my work so that I could like my work. And I think that's really important as designers, and that's one lesson I took away. If you're not loving it, then maybe it needs to change. And it's definitely okay if someone else doesn't like it. Your work shouldn't be for every audience. Like he was also saying that if it doesn't offend someone, then you're probably not doing it right. And so while his visual work didn't necessarily stick with me in a way that was super inspiring, his words really did. And I felt like that was kind of an underlying theme throughout the entire postmodern section that we've worked through between Wolfgang and David Carson and all these other designers. They really they turned this into something that they enjoyed rather than something that they endured and just turned work out. And so overall, it's something I've learned a lot about, and I really enjoyed in this part of our unit. Looking forward to seeing everyone's final results. I'm going to have some updates later on today for that. Thank you so much.